am loving the elephant ears this year in my front yard. Those things are beautiful. G family, this your backyard gardener. I am in the garden giving you a little October update on what's going on. Let's start over here with the Detroit red beets. You know, I put these beets down here. They really didn't give me the germination that I wanted. I got a few little ones come up. As you can see the bottom of the root right there. So I'll take it. It is what it is with that bed for the fall. Also, this okra, I'm about ready to take it down now. I'm going to let these pods dry out. There's a few of them right there that's drying out really good. But frost done hit these boys about 2-3 times. And it's time to take them down and pull them out. Pull them out this soil. Clean this bed out. Put it to rest for the rest of the season. Over here is my kale. My dwarf curly kale. It's doing pretty good. I just watered everything in. So I'm still doing a little water and not like I was in the summer. Our nights has been super cold. Our days are starting to get cold. So things are changing here in Michigan for sure. This is my parsley and my sugar snap peas at the back that I have to help vine up a little bit. Don't know how far they're going to go, but we will see about that. Also over here, this is my asparagus bed that I was not able to get to the whole summer because I put the watermelon in this bed here and it blocked me from getting over here, but asparagus is still growing. This is the purple passion asparagus. So that's what's going on with that. I'm thinking about doing something different with this bed. I'm not sure, but we'll see. And let's see what's going on out here. You know, over here is my top hat blueberry. It has the nerve to try to bloom. It didn't give me anything the whole season because with having so much going on and trying to focus on other plants, this one got neglected. Didn't give it the nutrients that it needed, making sure that the soil was well balanced for the blueberries and acidic. But next year we hope to do better with that. And banana pepper plant, I'm gonna harvest the rest of those and snatch this on out, get this soil moved somewhere else. Over here is my sweet potatoes. The leaves is dying off like crazy because of the coldness here. I'm seeing some little tuber activity, but I really don't know what. You know, with sweet potatoes, you don't know what you're going to get. It could be, it's like a box of Cracker Jacks. You can get a prize you like or a prize you don't like. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I do know that next year, we're not doing this container. I'm going to build me some raised beds just for my sweet potatoes and put it in there. I watched a couple of videos of some gardeners that had did the raised bed, and their results was just crazy, tremendous, really good. So definitely gonna do something different next year here. Bell peppers are still producing. Some of them are trying to turn. I had to water these in because they were getting a tad bit wilted because it got a little warm today. So, but they're trying to produce. I noticed that my squirrels or whoever has been picking at them. Like down there, you see that bell, knocking them off. Comfrey is still producing. I'm going to wind up chopping some more of that and putting it in these beds. Once I clean out my okra bed, be good. Remember I dropped those canes over in this little pot that I trimmed off the grapevine? I didn't do nothing. I ain't peeled no convolute. I just stuck them in here. Well, one of them took pretty good, as you can see. Sometimes when you don't try the hardest is where you get the best results. And that is my persimmon. I thought the cold would have kind of did a little something in on the leaves, but it hasn't. It still look good. This is supposed to be a more hardier variety. And over here, peach tree that I had to do a lot of cutting back on. Try to get some type of structure going to it. Grapevine is still doing pretty good for the most part. Cherry tree back there. Hope something will produce next year with that. Let's go check these figs out in the greenhouse. So in here, I've just watered everything in. Remember, it gets a little hot in here, but we haven't been having those 90-degree days in a while. We're more like 60-degree days, and nights are in the 40s. But so right now it's loving it in this greenhouse. I still have figs, and more figs producing. Just making sure everything is nice and watered in. So I'm getting a little leaf change because of the weather. But all the way in the back, I have my Italian 258, and the figs is getting larger on those. So I'm hoping that I can get at least a few figs this year. These trees are still relatively young, but they're old enough to produce. These are 2-year-old, and these are not even a year yet. So they're producing the figs. They're not dropping, but I just have to get them to ripen. So I'll keep them in here. It's not too cold. I don't have my meter in here to test my temperature, weather sensor in here to test to see just how warm it stays in here at night. It's probably like a 5-degree difference for now because it's not really cold. But like I say, some of the leaves are starting to turn and fall because of the weather. But they're hardening off really well. Turning brown. I'll be ready to start cutting these hopefully by the middle or the end of October on some of these plants before I take them in and overwinter them. Also going to show you the technique that I use to stop having the fungus nets coming to your house. When you bringing these outdoor plants inside, you have to really be mindful that it's all kind of living matters that's in the pot. Just because you're growing them in pots don't mean worms and night crawlers and fungus nets is not getting to them. Oh, they're definitely getting in here. So I have to treat that because I don't want them in the house. But yeah, everything is looking really, really, really well. With the figs, hoping that they can ripen up in here. You know, I'm in Michigan, so we probably will get snow next week. The way our weather is so funny because we really got cold quick. So coming out of the greenhouse, that's pretty much what's going on. My grandson sitting over there on punishment again. I'm telling you, he gonna my grandbaby gonna be a master gardener because he's always on punishment. So he always out here looking at me. But okra is still producing. I'll come out here sometimes and it'll just be a bunch of flowers. By that evening, they'll start closing up and producing okra. Those stalks on there are huge. I'm just going to pull them up, pull them out, shake them, and discard them. So that's pretty much what's going on in the backyard garden with me. Grapevine is starting to change its leaves because of the weather, but the growth that was on it this year, I couldn't be any more satisfied with it, with that irrigation system. I'm also going to take you on a ride to show you how to I winterize my irrigation system. I'm going to blow it out with an air compressor and clear the line of all the water because this underground line is only about 6 to 8 inches down in the grass, in the dirt, so it definitely will freeze. So I want to make sure I do that. I still have a lot to do in the garden to prepare for winter, and that's why I'm doing it in sections so I don't get overwhelmed. Wednesday I'll probably be taking down this okra and getting everything ready. So yep, that's about what I have today, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a beautiful day, and hope that your fall garden will be very productive. So far mine is not doing too shabby, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So to everyone, happy gardening. I'd like to shout out 2 channels whose names will be here and whose name will be here. Check them out. They have some good content. And happy gardening, everybody.